these people have faith in God, it is impossible to defeat them. So, no matter what you do, you cannot defeat people who have faith in God. You know, what Satan is doing is to cause us to have doubt in ourselves, to have doubt in what God has said to us. God said before he made us, he had measured us, created us, concluded us that we are complete and we lack nothing. That is the kind of power God has given to us. So, ignorance is the key to what we are seeing today. Ignorance is causing us to lose faith in God. Ignorance is causing us not to go ahead and do what we are supposed to do. You see, we are like the ghosts, you know, a past ghost whose time had gone. So, every human being, you are like a ghost that is moving about. You're already dead, but you're still moving. So, why would we be afraid of a shadow? God does not want us to have fear, even for 1 second. There shouldn't be any fear in our life, because fear doesn't come from God. Fear comes from the devil. So, the more we fear, the more we are not able to embark on assignments, and not to talk of concluding it. Because we are afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid of who? Everybody will go down at one point, and we are already down. So why are we afraid of our shadows? So, and my message to people who kill, why are you bringing curse to yourself? These people are already, you know, judged. They already concluded. God has already concluded what we are doing today. So God has concluded that we are already dead. So what is the point killing them? So you are wasting time. We've been killing for 5,000 years. Has it changed anything? You cannot, you know, muzzle people in a way that they cannot drive their talent. They cannot exhibit that godliness in them. It's impossible. So the idea of dominating people, the idea of intimidating people is counterproductive. It's a waste of time. Because before we are born, God has made us who we are. And there is no amount of destruction, disturbance you can generate that will shake this world. Because before God created this world, he had measured it. He knew you're going to deliver this kind of poison to the living. But there's nothing you can do. I'm using this video to tell my people that you are not supposed to be afraid of anything. You cannot, because of the current events of things, the challenges we're facing, and then you allow, you know, this current, you know, to carry you the goal, as we normally say. You can't allow, you know, the events, subsequent events, and the current events that are flowing around to sweep you off your feet, as not to have faith in your God. Because there is nobody that is like God. There is nobody that creates something inside of him before he starts creating it. There is no God. Whatever you're going to be, God has already made it. So there is no level of destruction, mayhem you can generate that will alter what God has planned, the destiny of everybody. So we have to understand this. Because if we don't understand this, we keep on wasting our time. We keep on bringing disorderliness in the world. We keep on bringing destruction. We keep on bombing others. For what? To dominate them. If you dominate them, what are you going to achieve? Is your life better? No. So that is why we are saying, regardless of what happened, we will not change our values. Because our values are the fundamental principle on which God made us who we are. We can't change the values. We can't just because of the situation, challenges, and start doing what we're not supposed to do. So we have to stick to our gun to make sure that we carry out our values, carry out our vision, carry out the purpose for which God has created us. And that is why Socrates said, an unexamined life is not worth living. So a life that is unorganized, disorganized, that is not examined, is not worth living. Because at the end of the day, we have to live for something. Living does not matter unless there were things to live for. If there were nothing to live for, living doesn't matter. But as long as there is something to live for, living is beautiful. Whenever I'm making this video, I feel very comfortable. I'm in my highest, comfort, in my happiness. The joy it gives me is exceedingly great. Because I know what God is. I know that if you have faith in God, you can never be conquered. Even if you are killed, your message will remain there forever. Did the killing of Stephen, stoning of Stephen, stop the Christians from spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ? No. Rather, it multiplies it. Saul, who later became Paul, was organizing for the killing of Stephen. Did this stop the word of God? Did this stop the truth? There's nothing you can do. You can't hide the truth. You can't control it. You are just wasting your time. So, my message today is, you must have faith in God. Because the faith you have determines where you can go. And without faith, this world is useless. Because there's nothing you can achieve. Faith is very, very important. Faith is like a mountain. It is immovable, resolute, and unshakable. That is what God has given to us. Everything God created is resolute, immovable, and unshakable. Whether it is mountain, whether it's lion, whether it's the star, whether it's tree, they are immovable. They are unshakable. They are resolute. So, you cannot conquer a man of faith. You can kill him, but you can't stop him. Because what he has said has, reverberated beyond what you can control. It's like a ripple effect. It moves, keeps on moving like a ripple in the ocean. You can't control it. So that is why the idea God has given to us, we must and should, say it, we must carry it out, we must allow it to flow from our mouth. But in so doing, you have planted a seed that will feed millions of people from one generation to the other. So that is what we are saying, that if you have a vision, do not be afraid of anybody. Because everybody is already gone. Everybody is already dead. So why are you afraid of a dead person? You are just being afraid of your shadow. Because of your shadow, you cannot, plant the seed God gave to you. Albert Einstein said it's not that the person died, it's that the person was unable to express that thing of which was buried inside of him by God. So you cannot, because of your friend or because of your friends, you don't plant the seed God asked you here to plant. Because we don't have time. As I'm talking to you, I'm planting my own. It is impossible. Many people have tried to stop me. It's impossible. Because God has made it possible for me to deliver this message today. And I keep on delivering it regardless of what happened. Whether there's money or no money, whether there's win or no money, whether you're going to give me, I don't care. Because I know what I'm saying. Because I've seen that. I've seen there's no amount of thing I've not seen. So what is it that can stop me? It's not possible. That is why I'm saying these people have faith in God. You can't stop them. You are wasting time. You can bring a cause, you can turn everything upside down. You can't stop them. Because God didn't create this world for us to be in absolute control. We can only control ourselves, but we cannot control the wind, the air, the ocean, the flow of the air. There's no way we can control it. It's not in our hand. That is why it is critical for us to examine what we are doing, to have examined life. To have our life organized, because organization is a key to wisdom. Imagine if we all keep quiet, the evil we see in the society will multiply. But if we keep on speaking up, speaking out, the darkness will vanish. But if we keep quiet, the darkness, the evil keeps on coming. Before you know it, it envelopes everybody. But as long as we are in this life, we are the light of the world. We are here to bring the knowledge of God. We are here to make it possible for people who don't want to believe to know that it is impossible to defeat us. You can try it. You've tried it for 5,000 years. It never solved the problem. Because God is with us. People who have faith in God will never be defeated, will never be disappointed. It is the people who have faith in other human beings, who have faith in the car, who have faith in house, who have faith in money. These are the people you can defeat. Not people who have faith in God. People like Stephen had faith in God. People like Abraham had faith in God. People like Joshua had faith in God. Moses had faith in God. Jesus Christ had faith in God. The great people all have faith in God. So you can't defeat them. You can go on multiplying, getting your drones, fighting, dominating. You cannot do it. So these people, they have faith in God. People who have faith in God are unshakable. They are immovable. They are resolute. The fight is done and dusted. Before God created this world, he has completed everything. He says there is no other God like him. Go and check. There is no other God that completes before he starts. That is the faith we have in God. That is why we talk with boldness. We are not afraid of anybody. because there is nothing you can do. The cat is out of the box already. So the wisdom of God is already on earth. So there is no amount of hula bula propaganda that you would generate that will quench the fire that is already, the flame that is already set by God. Rather, you humble yourself and examine yourself and ask yourself a question, because time is running. And the unfortunate thing you don't know is that the person you are criticizing, the person you are killing, is the person that will solve your problem. The person you are holding back, you are fighting, is the very thing you need most. And out of stupidity, you kill the person. Out of stupidity, you curse the person. There are many things you know which I don't know. There are many things I know which you don't know. So hatred, wickedness is a waste of time. Because God has chosen the people He has chosen. He has given them the power. So it's a complete waste of time for you to go against God. Because how are you going to fight? Are you going to fight from one star to the other? Are you going to, with 100 years? 100 years is just a day. The sight of God. So you think with one day you're going to conquer the world? So it's a complete waste of time. And people like us cannot be afraid of you. Because we can't be afraid of dead people. Because a dead person is already, every human being is already dead. According to God. Because we rebelled. The rebellion came from Adam. So we're already dead. It's only a matter of time. Now, why will I, because of a dead person, stop the message of God, the truth, in which God planted inside of me? I cannot. I cannot, because of my wife, I stop the message of God. I cannot, because of my brothers, stop the message of God. I cannot, because of the president. I cannot, because of anybody, stop what the wisdom God has given to me to express out. No. So, also you. You can't just, because of me, you failed to do the needful thing, to carry out the assignment. Because we are not from this earth. So we cannot be behaving and having attitude like people on earth. We are children of God, brought here to, carry out the objective and assignment of God. And that is what we are doing. We are children of God. We came from heaven. We came from God. We are not of the earth. And that is why you can be defeated. So we can't just come in here and start behaving like people who are from earth. Carrying out all form of corruption and immorality just to fill our mouth. A dead stomach. This is where unexamined life is not worth living. You need to examine your life. You need to know your origin. You need to know your identity. Like the first thing God gave to us is identity. That identity empowers us to be God's children. That identity gave us the indomitable power of God, and that is what we possess. There is no amount of pressure. There is no amount of begging. There is no amount of, hula bula, upset destruction that can make us not to worship God. Nowhere. If you like, cut off the head. You've lost the fight already. So it's a complete waste of time to kill people who are faithful, who have faith in God. So, and we can't be afraid of a ghost, a dead human being. We can't be afraid. Every human being, like I said, is dead. So why would we be afraid of that? Fela said these people are afraid of the shadow that is around them. Why are we afraid of the shadows? Because we don't seem to understand who we are. I bet you the day you come to the realization of who you are, you will realize that you've made a tragic mistake. But I'm saying it today, you are sons of God. You have to exhibit those qualities of God in your life. Otherwise, the conscience will finish you up. Otherwise, you'll be depressed because you didn't do the assignment God created you to do. We are designed, calculated, measured to do a particular thing. We are tapped to do a great thing like our Father in heaven. We are not here to come, smoke and drink, to drive car and this blah, 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 say enjoyment. What are you enjoying? We are here for a particular assignment. We are here for a particular purpose. We came from heaven to change the culture, the behavior, the attitude of this place. And that is why, and that's what we come for. We are not missing word. We are going for the assignment. We are focused. We are heading. We are heading, like northwards. Nothing's going to stop us. There is no amount of killing. There's no amount of intimidation. There's no amount of domination, or there's no amount of whatever you think that will change the purpose of God in a human being. Mind you, we are looking for God. We are already God. God has made you God. God has made me God. So why are we killing ourselves? Why are we being envious? Why are we discriminating? Why? I don't seem to understand. Ignorance is a big problem in our society today, because we think we are better than another person. I am not better than you. You are not better than me. Because we are made of the same substance. We are made of the same material, the material from God. God created us to dominate, to change the equation on this earth. So that when an angel comes here, he will go and tell God, I came to earth. I saw the level of organization. I saw the way we conduct ourselves. I saw the way they conducted themselves. I saw the way they did things. There is no other person that will do it except you. The signature of God and his handwriting is in us. We are supposed to be as organized as our Heavenly Father, because we came from them. I ask people a question. If you go to Nigeria now, get a mango tree, come to London and plant it. It will give you the same mango tree. So if you are from heaven and you are brought to earth, then you still have to carry out your heavenly assignment, because that's where you're from. So where did we learn the act of killing? Where did we learn the act of rebellion? Where did we learn the art of being superstitious? Where did we learn the art of being unfaithful? Where did we learn the art of not being dedicated to our assignment? I don't know. Where did we learn to hate? Or where did we learn to covet, to take the whole world and think? Where did we learn to worship money? My relation to you depends on how much money I have, how much money I give you. If I don't give you money, I'm not your friend. If I don't do this, you measure your level of commitment to your friendship or level of what you're doing based on the money. So, we are God's children. We are sons of God. We have to identify where we came from. We have to know our origin. Don't be deceived by what you're going to eat, by the clothes you're going to wear, by what. These things are material things. We shouldn't allow these things to influence us, even for an inch. Because what God left inside of you is more important than the universe. I said, people, you are killing somebody who worth more than the whole universe. If you understand your value, you will not be doing what you're doing. If you really, really understand your value, you will not kill. You will not hate. You will not do these things you're doing. You won't get yourself soiled in corruption. Because your value is more important. You are valued more than the whole universe. One moment. Let me put it this way. The soul of one person is more important than the galaxies. There can be trillions of galaxies. One soul of one person is more important. Because that soul came from God. Otherwise, the price Jesus Christ paid would be a waste. Jesus Christ was not an angel. Sorry, Jesus Christ is not an angel. He is God. And pay the price of God here. You've been redeemed. You've been resurrected. So what is the problem? So why are you afraid? The aim of Satan is to cause you to have doubt about what God has said to you. And then you are allowing Satan to introduce fear and doubt into your life as to make you to have envy, as to make you to hate, as to make you to think you're poor. Come on. I have this golden opportunity. And that is what I'm using now. To express myself. To speak out what God has buried inside my heart. To speak out what is inside of me. Because I know one day you will listen to it. I know one day it's going to be useful. And that is why I'm using this golden opportunity. To tell you how important you are. How powerful you are. To remind you that you are God. God has made you God. There's no other person that can make you God except God. Accept your position. Take responsibility. Start getting organized. Stop acting like somebody who is not God. God asks you to come here and change the political landscape of the earth. And you came here, you allow money, you allow woman, no, sorry, you allow sex, you allow car, you allow house to sweep you off your feet. And then you find yourself empty. What a tragedy. What a disaster. Check the value you have. Does the value you have, is it the same value God has? Sorry. The value you have, is it in sync with the value of God? If it's not in sync, you got to change it. Because there's supposed to be a signature of God in your life. There's supposed to be everything God created bears his trademark, bears his value. Everything, whether it is an ant, whether it is a lion, whether it is a mountain, we all have one thing in common: values. The value of resoluteness, the value of immovability, the value of unshakableness. That is what God given to us. So you can't, because you are facing a challenge, you deny God. You can't just because you don't have money, you think the world has ended. For instance, who told you don't have money? Nobody. Everybody has money. Everybody is wealthy. Everybody is a billionaire. It's just because you don't know. So stop behaving like somebody who is not God. Stop killing, because God does not kill. Because we are children of God. Stop hating, because we are children of God. We have to rise above our fears. Stop being afraid of anything. What you're afraid of is what is supposed to serve you. The devil you are worshiping, the money you're worshiping, is something that is below you. If you get organized today, you will have as much money as possible. So get organized. Organization is a key to wisdom. My message to Nigerians is this: if you don't organize your country, if you don't seek and get the country organized, you don't want a salt. It's just like somebody here who came here, you didn't carry out your own assignment. What the gift God gave to you, you didn't deposit it here. That person is a wasted person. I know you won't be a wasted person. Make hay while the sun shines. You are the light of the world, a city built on a hill. Thank you.